Hey guys, welcome back to episode 6 of the UDT tutorial series where we're recreating the Ghost Recon Wildlands drone. In this episode, we're going to be setting up our signal system. So to begin with, we're going to come into our drone here. We're going to need to make a couple different variables. The first one will be a max signal distance. So max signal distance, and this will be of type float. And we'll set this to, let's just go 2000, so it's small enough that we can easily test it. And then we'll make another one. We'll call it time outside of signal. And then we'll make this, let's just go with 5. This will be the maximum amount of time that your player can be outside of the signal before the drone is destroyed. Yeah, it should be good. So to begin with, we're going to set up our system so that it checks to see if we're outside of the signal distance. And if we're outside for too long, it'll decrement our maximum time outside. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to get our event tick here. I'm actually going to drag this down a little bit. We're going to get another node here. We're going to make a branch, and then in this branch, we're going to get our max signal distance. And then we're going to check if it's greater than 2000. If it is greater than 2000, that means it'll be outside of our max signal distance. Okay, so now to continue on, we're going to add a delay. We're going to make this 1 second. So we'll set that to 1. We're then going to get a decrement. Need a float, sorry. Decrement float. And then connect time outside of signal to that one. And then we're going to make another branch. This branch, we're then going to get our max signal again. We're going to go less than equal to, and connect that to our condition. And then if it's less than 2000 again, then we want to get time outside of signal and set that to, I think 5 is what we set it to. Yeah, so that's resetting our time. So we'll call this time outside of signal. So this is just checking to see if we're outside of the max signal distance, and if we are, then every second it will take 1 away from our time outside of signal until it counts down to 0, which will then later on set up some blueprints for to destroy our drone and display it on our HUD. But if we go back inside of our 2000 max signal distance, then we want to reset the timer. Now that we've got that set up, we need to make it so that we can actually see the distance between our player and our drone so that we can tell if he's outside of the signal distance or not. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a new node we're going to drag out. We're going to go ahead and cast to... I don't even need to cast to the drone. What am I doing? We're going to cast to our third person character though. So we'll go ahead. Sorry. Cast to third person character. Then going to go ahead and get player character. Oh wait, we can't do that, that's right. Going to go get actor of class. And then from here we go third person character. We're then going to drag out our max signal distance. I set that, give us some space, and then we're going to go get distance to that, and then we'll go ahead and connect this. So our target will be connected to our player character, and then this one will be set to our drone. So we'll go ahead and we'll use this one. It's been object reference. You just type in self there. So what this does is it gets our third-person character and it gets our drone, and then it just calculates the distance between it, and that's setting our max signal distance. I guess I should have renamed this to just current signal distance. That would have been better instead of a max signal distance. I'm sure that's confused a couple of people. So once we've done that, we just squeeze out in a little bit. We'll go ahead and call that distance between player and drone. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and set up one last thing now. So now we're gonna go ahead and make a branch coming out of our event tick. We're then going to get our time outside of signal, and then if it is equals to 0, we're then going to want to destroy our drone and switch back to character. So we'll go ahead and drag that out again, connect to true. And then just go ahead and call this destroy drone if TOSOS equals 0. TOSOS just being time outside of signal. Okay, so that's all of our basic functionality set up now. So we need to go ahead and make our drone HUD system work with all of that so that it actually displays it for us. So first thing we're going to need to do is make another image. So if we come into our designer, then we find the image and then drag that in. We're going to need to anchor this to the bottom of our screen, then change its position to 200, -185. Let's see, the size can be 40 by 40. Then we'll leave everything else, and then we'll change this first one. Actually, we'll leave that as nothing. It's going to be getting changed later on anyway. Image size, I'm going to set to 102 by 95, which is just the size of the image we're going to use. The tint we can leave, color opacity we can leave. That should be good for everything. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to import the textures we're going to be using now. So there's a link down below in the description for all of these if you don't have them already. Okay, so now that we've imported them, I can come back in here, and then on the brush I can make a binding. And we're going to go ahead and rename a couple of things here. So our percentage would be our battery percent. And then call this one our signal chain texture. Now this next episode will be where we set up the rest of the functionality for this, because this is going to take a little bit. It's not like the other ones where it's quick. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. If you guys enjoyed this, remember to subscribe and like. If you want to see any other content similar to this, let me know down below in the comments where I can make either a different game mechanic or something you're stuck on. Other than that, that's all for this episode. See you next time.